Hey guys, my name is Brandon Marshall. I'm the Transformation and Leadership Mentor here at Certain Path. I know that's a mouthful and there's a lot to it, but basically what that means is that I develop leaders. I work with you on becoming a better version of yourself. And one of the ways I do that is through our program called the Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride came about as a way to pour into other people. Most of us lead from an area that we have been exposed to. In fact, we can only lead to what we've been exposed to. Most of us are made up of a combination of the leaders that came before us that poured into our lives, whether good or bad. Some of those things we want to duplicate, but some of those things need to be discovered, they need to be uncovered. Sometimes they need to be corrected or flat out removed. And that's what the Lions Pride program does. It's a 12-month intensive program, helping you become a better leader, better father, mother, husband, all those different things. And so when you enter the program, things that you can expect to discover an identity. And each week we go through, each meeting we go through, we discover a new truth, we discuss a new topic, and we issue a new challenge. And based on that challenge, we come back and then discuss with the rest of the group how that went. So you'll go through it as individuals with me, but also in a group. So we're creating a Lions Pride community so that you have other people like you to lean on. I really would like for you guys to be a part of it. For more questions, you can call me. Yeah, the Pride's a very inclusive program. It's designed for leaders, up and coming leaders, established leaders, people who are curious about what it means to be a leader. So really any and all can come. One of the things that's important is that you're open, because we can't grow from an area that we're pretending to be. So we have to first discover exactly where we are and move forward from there. It's very intense, but also at the same time, it's very private. Nothing gets discussed outside of the Pride that happens within the Pride, and building that trust and relationship is a big part of who we are. So we start by focusing on the leadership topics of self-discovery. Our very first topic that we talk about is identity, because a lot of people get caught up in what they do for a living. In fact, when you meet someone for the first time, one of the first questions they ask you is, so what do you do? It's because we tend to categorize each other and ourselves based on what we do for a living, when that's not our identity at all. And then we move on to purpose. And purpose we think is what we're doing, but purpose is actually what's happening in other people when we do that thing that we do. It's the shift that we create in other people. And so we move from there. For the next 5 weeks, we talk about things that are intensive to us personally. For the latter part of the program, it's about how you deal with other people. So we'll start with transformational leadership. We'll start with instructional leadership, influential leadership, and we'll talk about what all those things mean. And the latter part of the program, again, is just about how you deal with other people based on the self that you discovered within the first 6 weeks. So some of the wins that we see are when people join, they have an idea on what they want to learn. In fact, this entire program was created by sending out a survey to our members and saying, as a leader, as a person, what are some areas that you would like to grow? And we took the 12 most common responses, most repeated responses, and we built this 12-month program. So we know that there's an idea that people think that they want to learn or take away from this, and we will go through that. But some of the biggest wins are the things that we didn't know we needed when we came. Some of the things that we discovered together as a group and as individuals, and just from a self-search that came up that has absolutely transformed the lives of people. We've had couples come through that their marriages are better. We've had husbands and fathers come through that their relationship with their children is better. Mothers finding a new sense of identity outside of who they're married to. It's just such a great program, and it really covers all topics. I think the ideal people for this program are people who want to grow and learn. People who are serious about becoming something and having their life make a difference. I've also had the pleasure of sitting with people some of the hardest moments of their life, including on several occasions, sitting with someone while they take their last breath on earth. Now, that's a heavy thing. And you know what I've never heard? I've never heard anybody say, I wish I spent more time making money. I wish I spent more time in my career, or I worked harder. They almost always say, I wish I had focused on the things that were right. If I had more time, I would focus on my children, I'd focus on my family. I would do something to know that my life here on earth mattered. And that's what the Pride program is designed to discover. What's the biggest part of you, the biggest impact that you can make in this world by being the true self that you are, pushing that thing to the forefront and having it open every door in your life.